Nick's Boat Work here. Today we are going to clean, detail, perform repairs, and get this 2018 Wellcraft ready for sale. Let's take a look at the minor damage that needs to be repaired on this vessel. Here on the port side, along that corner are some small scratches and gouges that will be repaired. On the side of the gunwale here, around the top and sides of the gas inlet, is some spider cracking. Down at the bottom of the port side of the next picture is a small impact crater with spider cracks emanating from it. It's filled with caulk, which is a good thing. That caulk's going to be removed and that damage repaired. On the front of the vessel, there's a small gouge, and lastly, there's a small nick near the bottom of the port side right there. Now let's get started on the repairs. I'm going to begin by dremeling out the spider cracks around the gas inlet here. This was due to a small impact to the gas inlet, causing the fiberglass to crack around it. First, I'll mark the cracks with a marker that makes them more visible and easier to see when the area is covered in dust. One of the most important aspects of performing a high-quality repair is to completely remove the damage, so I am dremeling the cracks out all the way to the bottom of the crack. You'll notice I'm wearing a full bodysuit, face mask, and respirator. That is because fiberglass is glass. Grinding it produces glass dust, which I don't want to inhale or get on my skin. Once I'm finished dremeling out the cracks, I'll be sanding the area and cleaning it very well, vacuuming the dust, blowing the dust out with an air compressor, wiping everything down to ensure that the repair compounds that I apply adhere well. Now that the damage has been removed and the area is cleaned, I'm going to begin applying repair compounds. This first compound is a compound that I make myself. It's for strength. It's mostly polyester resin and fiberglass microfibers. I'm pushing it into the cracks with a squeegee. I mix it up, put it into a syringe, makes it easier to handle. I'm gonna apply that, allow that to cure, sand it, and then I'll be applying, curing, and sanding multiple coats of fairing compound to finish filling in the cracks, as well as recreate the original contour of that area of the vessel. Now that the cracks have been removed, repaired, and the area has been faired and cleaned, it's time to start prepping for gel coat application. The first thing I'm going to do is tape off the area around where the gel coat will be applied. This is because I will be spray applying it, and I'm trying to minimize the amount of space or the area that I will have to sand, wet sand and buff after gel coat application. Now I'm spray applying the gel coat. This is factory matched gel coat mixed with some other additives. You can see that I'll get full coverage in the first coat, which you'll see in this clip, and then I'll be applying 3 coats total. While one coat gets coverage, it's good to build up some more so that it can hold up to many buffings for years to come. And also, if repairs were needed to be performed in those areas in the future, there would be enough gel coat there so that those repairs, the areas could be wet sanded and buffed. And now I'm applying gel coat to the rest of the repairs. I divided these repairs up into 2 groups because it was hot. It was 90 degrees, which means I only get 2 to 3 minutes of the gel coat being liquid in the spray gun, liquid enough to spray, before it starts getting hard and I have to hurry up and clean out the spray gun. Once again, you'll see the first coat in this clip, and it will get 2 more coats, so 3 coats total. Here's a look at the second group of repairs after the gel coat has been applied. It's a very close match, so it's kind of difficult to see, but it does have a much heavier texture than the existing gel coat on the boat, which is why it needs to be sanded smooth and then wet sanded and buffed to a shine. Now I am sanding and polishing the cured gel coat. This is a pretty complicated process, more complicated than it looks. It takes a fair bit of skill. In short, it is dry sanded with multiple grits of dry sandpaper, then wet sanded with multiple grits of wet sandpaper, and then buffed with multiple buffing compounds. And the objective of this is to blend the new gel coat in with the existing gel coat and to produce a nice shiny finish and make the repairs less noticeable. Here you can see the dry sanding and wet sanding process. I do not have footage of the buffing process because the battery died, so I apologize for that. Now the repairs are complete and let's take a look. They turned out really nice. There's some water droplets on there from washing the buffing compound off, and there's a little smudge or something up near the Wellcraft lettering that I'll get off in detailing. But these repairs really turned out great. They're not noticeable at all. And that's due to, we did a good job blending, but also the match was almost perfect. And the factory match gel coat came from Spectrum Color, so shout out to Spectrum Color. Now the detailing and repairs are complete, so let's have a look at the boat overall. The gel coat already had a shine to it. It's only 4 years old. It was already in really good shape. The bottom was simply washed. Let's have a look at these repairs again. Not to brag, but they aren't noticeable at all. There is no camera trickery here. And those repairs were all due to minor impacts. There isn't any structural flaws with the vessel that would cause those areas to crack again unless impacted again. From the waterline up was medium duty buffed. The gel coat already had a shine to it. It's just now in tip-top shape. Compartments have been detailed. Even the commode has been detailed. The ropes in the lockers were cleaned as well. Some algae stains were cleaned from the anchor rope. Center console, top of the center console was detailed and buffed as well. This vessel is now in excellent condition and gets the thumbs up from Nick's Boatwork.